some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Washington Huskies offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown, and this offense is vowed to find...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Williams looking for a man. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff, and here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here we go. Williams will pass. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning on the Jets. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Rushes on him. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Boston. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. 4th down, and a field goal is not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Flushed out of the pocket. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. And the Huskies are marching down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Off play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That brings them to within 1. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Sayin. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they pulls it in the 1st down and more. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Got room to work. That schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough comp.
And they know they've just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the single back. Running through contact. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little, and I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
You got to bring it down a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's ball.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, it's Ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Off-play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And the returner could fall. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. The 10, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Washington.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. The guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out.
Conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Grab near the sticks, it's Tate. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Takes the handoff. It's Ball. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity.
And it's a fumble on the play. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. I don't know if it was... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Grab behind the line. It's Boston. Wide open spaces. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line. And this offense is going to work. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Williams looking for a man. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Washington sends out the punt team. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for two out to the 26. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. We reach the break. It's Washington holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They're going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. There's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
He'll do it himself on the draw. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Hauls it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself and they put points on the board.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 12 to Louisville. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Hands it off. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Using his legs, it's Coleman. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Williams looking for a man. They get to him as he throws.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Oh, they're after him! And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right.
Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They are in business, starting this drive inside the 10-yard line. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well. I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Williams looking for a man. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at him. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.